This mother kept allowing her children to be around an abuser even after her children told her they were also victims. So the mother in this case is actually the niece of Barry Walker. And if you don't know who Barry Walker is, Barry Walker was an Arkansas doctor who pleaded guilty in June of 2022 to 31 counts of raping children. But more specifically to Brandy's situation, on October 5th, 2022, Barry Walker actually pled guilty to 2 counts of rape, computer exploitation of a child, engaging children in explicit conduct for use in visual or print mediums, and producing, directing, or promoting a performance by a child. And according to the charges that Barry Walker pled guilty to, the crimes against Brandy Cox's children went from 2017 up until his arrest in 2022. So that's quite a span of time. So on July 5th, 2022, Brandy Walker submitted to an interview with police. Now that interview was recorded, and in that interview, Brandy Walker admitted that her daughters told her in April 2022 that Barry Walker had raped them. During the interview, Brandy Cox admitted that she had told other family members about the admission that her daughters had made to her, but they never reported it to police. None of them. Even though Barry Walker had already been charged with these crimes, she still didn't tell anybody. Brandy Cox also admitted in the interview that 6 years earlier, one of her daughters had told her what Barry Walker was doing to her, but Brandy still continued to allow Barry Walker to be around her children. She still allowed her children, sent her children over to spend the night at Barry Walker's house, allowing the abuse to continue. Not only did Brandy Cox never report any of these accusations to police, but she actually had a conversation with Barry Walker. I guess it looks like Barry Walker maybe approached her to talk to her about these accusations. And Barry Walker actually said, "You cannot go to the police." According to Brandy, she says that Barry Walker told her that he would have her arrested if she went to the police. But then she also says that Barry Walker offered her a house. He offered her $10,000 and other stuff as long as she didn't go to the police. And guess what? She never went to the police. And not only that, but around the same time, Brandy Cox got put on Barry Walker's payroll. And all during this time, during all of these years, Brandy Cox still permitted her daughters that depended on her to protect them. She continued sending them to be with their rapist. Brandy Cox even said Barry Walker told her that she couldn't stop letting the kids go around him because then people would think that something was up. And she, for some reason, felt like all of that was more important than her children. Brandy Cox was arrested and charged with permitting abuse of a minor. On December 21st, 2023, Brandy Cox accepted a plea deal in this case. She pled guilty to permitting abuse of a minor in exchange for a 10-year prison sentence. After her prison sentence, she will also have a 5-year suspended sentence. I'll be honest, it doesn't really feel like justice to me, but at least it's something. Now, if you're not familiar, or maybe if you are familiar with the case of Barry Walker and you would like for me to cover that case, let me know and I can dig into it. It is a massive case, but I think it's really interesting, as well as horrifying because of the massive amount of victims.